Morning, guys. Today we're going to talk about 8.4, which is areas of composite figures. We talked about composite figures in 8.2. And just a reminder, a composite figure is when two or more polygons come together to create a new shape. So maybe a triangle attached to a rectangle that creates a new shape. Anyway, in 8.2, we talked about the perimeters, which was the outside of the figure. But in 8.4, we're talking about the areas, which is why we just spent some time reviewing area formulas of all the different polygons. Okay, so the first thing when finding areas of composite figures is you have to figure out what shapes is the composite figure made up of. So in this one here, it says find the area of the portion of the basketball court shown. They kind of play a trick on your eye by making part of it blue and part of it brown. Because when you look at this, you say, oh, okay, here's a circle, and then here's this rectangle with this little piece cut out. But we don't know how to find the area of a rectangle with a little piece cut out, right? So we don't know how to find the area of a shape that is just brown. So it's not a circle and this brown shape. Instead, it's actually a rectangle, which we do know how to find the area of, and this half of circle or a semicircle. So the first most important thing to do is figure out what two shapes the composite figure is made up of. And as they tell you here, the figure is made up of a rectangle and a semicircle. And it says find the area of each figure. So I'm going to jump over here to my trusty little camera. And I would say that the first and most important thing, as always, is to write your formulas. So I write my two formulas, and I like to just label it with the area of the rectangle and then the area of the semicircle formula. This is why I gave you the formula sheets yesterday or the last time you guys watched the video. Okay, now that I have the two formulas, as always, we substitute in what we know, we solve for what we don't. So the rectangle, we know that the length or the width is 19 and 12. So I plug that in, 19 times 12, and I get 228 units squared, which would be feet squared. And then for the semicircle, we know pi is 3.14 times radius squared. Well, I look at the semicircle and I need this distance right here because that's my radius. I don't have that amount. What I have is the whole length. If this whole side is 12, then this whole side is 12. So again, I have the diameter and I have to divide that by 2 to get the radius of 6. So it's 3.14 times the radius squared, all divided by 2. Radius squared, 6 times 6 is 36. And then I take 36 times 3.14 and I get, I'm not sure. Let me quickly do that on my calculator. Okay, I get 3.14 times 36, and I get 113.04, all divided by 2, and I get 56.52 feet squared. Okay, so now I know the area of this rectangle and I know the area of the semicircle. So to get the area of the composite shape, I have to add them together, put them together. So it's 228 plus the area of the semicircle, and this 228 came from the rectangle, and I get a total area of 284.52 feet squared. So because those two are coming together, I add the two areas together. And that is how you find the area of a composite figure.